Hello! In this video I wanted to go over exactly how to use this reference book. It's called The Essential Life Book. It is one of my favorite reference books. Also, one other one is the Modern Essentials book. Those both are my top two definitely references when you start your essential oil journey, and as you're continuing it. I still all the time love to reference this book. I find that it's very, very helpful as far as just everyday concerns, learning more about oils. If you just got your oils and you want to know more about those specific ones or other ones, this is always a great book to go to. So I wanted to tell you exactly how to use this book. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming when you start looking through it and you don't really know how to navigate. So I wanted to make sure that you understood and knew the best way to use this book. So if you look down the spine, you'll see these colored sections. So if you have a book, I want you to turn to the red section. And what you will find is that it is basically sort of like a mini Modern Essentials book, like the one that I just showed you. So what you're going to see over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see different ailments that you might want to know more about. There is basically anything that you could think of, it's going to be listed in the ailment category. Now, once you find that, the certain ailment that you're looking for, it's going to have different, I don't know if you can see this, it's going to have different options of things to use. Now, when you see these, there's usually 5 options of oils. Now, when you see the 5, that doesn't mean you have to use every single one of those. That just means that these are suggestions. So what I usually recommend is to just start with the one that you have on hand then. And, if that one doesn't do what you want it to, maybe think about ordering on your next LRP order some of the other oils and using them together as a blend or by themselves, because it's going to take a little bit of trial and error. Just to kind of because everybody's body's different, so sometimes you have to try a few things before you find what works best for you. Now, one more thing I wanted to point out here is that over here, kind of near the spine, it's going to tell you other pages where that ailment is mentioned in the book. So that can be really helpful when you're thinking about just learning anything you can about that ailment. It's going to have probably more information about that on those specific pages. Now, wanted you to now turn to the green section. And the green section is all about the single oils and all the oil blends. So that's where you're going to want to go to find out exactly, the constituents of that certain oil, how it's maybe made, steam distilled, or cold pressed from the rind, top properties. You can also find where that oil is found, like if it's found in different blends, what it blends well with, different things like that. So very, very great reference. This is a great thing to do. Flip through here and see, learn about the oils that you have, but also learn about all the other ones that you might want to try next month, or make you a wish list and kind of mark those off and put them on your LRP, and then you always have kind of a running list of the ones that you want to try. That's usually what I do. Okay, if you look at the spine again and you turn to the blue section, it's down here, that is going to be where you're going to find the different body systems and the different, bigger categories of topics. So like mood and emotion, the limbic system, focus, children, different things like that. You're going to find some great blends, some great maybe properties or conditions that are related to those body systems. Lots and lots of information is found in the blue section as well. And then lastly, at the very back of the book, there's just an index system. So if this is easier for you than going to the red section, you can definitely do that. You can find any of the ailments and find the page numbers, usually multiple page numbers where they're